the Reds have they ring up the bell. David Bell has been fired after 6 seasons with the team officially. They're not even at the end of their season. In case you didn't notice, it's not over. But the Reds have played 76 and 81 record under Bell. That's this year. He's 409 and 456 over the 6-year period. Other than this year, the Reds have only finished under 500 twice with Bell at the helm. Don't say that too fast. You'll hurt yourself. That was 2019 when they went 75 and 87. And again in 2022, they wound up 62 and 100, which is real bad. So this move needed to be made. I think this is a good time to bring in some new leadership, a new voice, a new strategy. I think you've got a young core of guys that this guy's probably getting as much out of them as he's able. His voice, his style, whatever you want to call it, might be getting a little stale. I don't think this has anything necessarily to do with David Bell being bad. I think, as
Right.
we've talked about a lot, you get hired to get fired as a manager. He's going to slide into another role somewhere. It's going to be just fine for him. But I think this is going to be awesome for the Reds, potentially. They could get the wrong guy. It could be abysmal. But if they get the right guy, this is the right time. And I think it's going to be good. What do you think, Brad?
Yeah, at first I was kind of like, that seems weird. The 1 year that you have any expectation under your manager and he doesn't live up to it and you fire him
Yeah.
with
Nah.
one bad season's expectation. But I think you made a good point, though. I think that he's gotten the most out of this team that he can get out of him. I looked at it and at first I was like, man, he's only had 2 other losing seasons besides this year. Like, that's half. That's quick
Yeah.
math. That's
Yeah.
half. It's
You add
almost
this one.
every other. Yeah, it's almost every other at this
Exactly.
point. And so it makes sense. He's going to land on his feet somewhere. Maybe he'll end up in Miami. I don't know. But he's going to
Could be.
either end up as a manager or, worst case scenario, I think a bench coach somewhere. I wouldn't mind seeing him as a bench coach in Seattle, to be honest with you, starting next year. But
Right.
a lot of rumors about Jay Buhner in that role. I don't know that that's going to happen.
Cool, actually.
But really, though, I think he'll land and he'll be just fine. The Reds are going to bring in somebody and they'll take a step forward next year because they
Yep.
have a ton of talent. Everybody's going to be obviously a year older, more experienced, and things. I think things will sort out in Cincinnati and they'll do really well. And sometimes, when you build up a team, you have the guy whose job is to develop the players. You fire him, then the next guy's job is to win. So
Yep.
maybe that's the point, is that David Bell did a great job developing this team, helping these players get right and learn how to be big leaguers. Okay, now it's time to win. He's not going to be the guy to do that,
For sure. I think that's
right?
exactly
So
where it's at. And if that's not accurate, then that's very likely what the front office is thinking. And so it's whether it's accurate or not doesn't matter because that's I'm sure what they're thinking, and that's fine. I think it's great. And you're right; he's going to land. It's going to be just fine for David Bell. So, baseball family, what do you think? Especially if you're a Reds fan, are you happy about this or are you not?